Happy Sunday, everybody. Jared Floyd here with the Digital Weather Desk, powered by Century Next Bank. Just wanted to take a quick look at the forecast for the week ahead. And there's not a whole lot happening, so we kind of want to focus on temperatures and just the general pattern as we head through the rest of this week. We start off with a look at Futurecast, made possible by Bayou Power Sports. And again, what you see is pretty quiet conditions setting up across the region. In the wake of this cold front, quite a bit of sunshine. Really, the only thing to keep an eye on, per se, is Tuesday. There's this weak inverted trough feature moving through the northern Gulf that will actually move west. That could bring a slight increase in cloud cover. You can see the rain that is associated with it. I think the air is going to be too dry to really generate any rainfall, but that's really the only thing to watch in terms of an increase in cloud cover or any kind of change in the pattern as we head through much of this week. And then once we get beyond that, it's pretty quiet for the rest of the week as well. Rain totals over the last 2 days. I know there are some folks that have commented pretty frequently here recently saying we need some rainfall. Hopefully the Saturday morning rain at least cured some of those ills, but along the Mississippi Valley, western Mississippi, and especially as you move into the southern parishes and counties, the rain was a little bit more limited on Saturday morning. So again, that runs into its own headaches as well in terms of some areas probably needing a little bit more rain than others. As we look at temperatures this midday, it is very comfortable outside. If you have a chance to get out and go for a walk or just do something outside, I highly suggest you do so. Most of us are in the 70s, hovering near 80, and should eventually see daytime highs landing in most spots in the low to mid 80s. Dew points are quite dry as well, 50s to low 60s, so again, very comfortable air mass in place. Temperatures tonight will eventually fall off into the upper 50s to near 60 degrees to start the day tomorrow. There will be a lot of folks in the upper 50s to start the day on Monday, so cool-ish, if you will. Daytime highs land back into the low to mid 80s on Monday, and a look at temperatures through the rest of the week. Tuesday morning lows well into the 50s in many locations. Could even see the low to mid 50s across southern Arkansas, and the rest of us mid to upper 50s to near 60 to start the day. And then afternoon highs on Tuesday, you start to see the little bit of a warming trend. A big blocking ridge of high pressure sets up across the area through most of this week. So we see a warming trend. If there's any good news, is you see temperatures climbing back into the low to mid 90s by Wednesday. If there's any good news, it's the lower humidity values. So as you take a look at the 7-day forecast, always made possible by 3B Outdoor Equipment, the exclusive outdoor power company of the Digital Weather Desk. And again, most of us seeing highs 80s for a short period of time, morning lows in the upper 50s to near 60, mid-50s, low 50s, again, depending on location. And then we are sharply warmer by the end of the week. Back into the low to mid-90s for high school football games on Friday, which is kind of a bummer. Morning lows back in the mid to upper 60s. But again, there's still pretty comfortable morning lows. We're not seeing those mid-70s and the really extremely humid air. So if there's one takeaway, while we're seeing temperatures climb, at least the dew points keep us a little bit more grounded and keep us drier and more comfortable through most of this week. But not a lot in the way of rain chances, folks, as we go through the next 7 days. Obviously, we'll have a full slate of forecast information through the rest of this week starting tomorrow morning. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, everybody.